Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another boys reaction video. So today I'm going to be getting into episode 2 of season 2 of The Boys. Alright, so as I had mentioned previously in my discussion of the first episode, we didn't find out any details about, Butcher, where he has been during this time, how it is that he managed to survive after the finale. So I'm expecting, now that he's reappeared at the end of the first episode, that we will be getting that information fairly quickly. So we'll see what happens with that. I also thoroughly enjoyed the Homelander Mr. Edgar interactions in episode 1, so I would enjoy seeing more of that going forward. The Deep being converted to Scientology is amazing, so I want to see how that develops, and hopefully I will remember to call Hughie by his right name and not slip into calling him Willie or Billy or anything along those lines that I don't know what was going on last episode, but Hughie. Hopefully we'll be all good there, but alright guys, so I think I'm just gonna jump right into the episode, not waste any more time. So episode 2 of The Boys, here we go.
Hey, my dad? He had a ball from the '56 World Series. Signed by Don
He's telling
Larson
him that
himself.
corporate's
Pitched a no-hitter in Game
bullshit
5.
Really?
Pretty cool, huh? Oh. That's okay, you'll get the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get the next one.
Okay. Ryan, you use your powers.
What do you mean?
Here we go.
I can't do that.
Yes, you can.
Narcissists
You're
are
my
terrible at parenting.
Has anyone told you what you're capable of?
Of course, if the kid doesn't, live up to
No?
his expectations, he's going to, flip out.
Well, that's about time you found out.
Hey, Ryan, come on, math time, buddy. Chapters 12 and 13 in your workbook.
Yeah. Math, yeah. Sorry, I forgot.
Know what the fuck you want from me?
Hey guys.
What is
How's
with
it
the
going?
Fresca?
Can I have a word? I don't mean to be negative, but his operating perspective is functionally non-existent. I don't think there's a path here.
Leave it to me.
The Scientologists
See,
are
you're just inhibited by suppressive energy.
he's
That's it.
too stupid.
Your hard-earned cash on this shitty, big-titted hunk of plastic. It'll probably end up in a manatee's belly when your kid chucks it in the garbage.
She is.
Hey,
Not playing into the
I
company
just gotta
lines.
say, I really like everything that you've been saying about Bot.
Yeah, okay, cool.
No, I mean, I agree with you.
You wearing a wire or something?
What? What is that?
Look, I mean this in the nicest possible way, but I don't need some fucking Vought spy Barbie sniffing around to see whether I'm a team player.
What?
my
That
God.
is not at all what I
I
am.
used to be a fan, but look at you. You're like the Vaughtiest Vought in all Vought.
Hey, Becca.
What the fuck is going on?
I understand this is upsetting.
I was told I would never have to see him ever again, that he would never know about Ryan or me. That was the deal.
Homelander is quite upset that this information was concealed from him. Corporate has made a decision not to antagonize him further.
You need to make him leave. Because if you don't, I'm gonna take Ryan, and I'm gonna run. And you'll never fucking find us ever again.
I think we both know that that's not possible.
You have to protect us. You have
How?
You have to
From
move
him?
us, please.
How?
I'm sorry. Now that he knows, there's just no putting the toothpaste back in the tube.
Yeah.
He should probably be getting back. Piano lessons are almost done. Just keep him calm. Our best guess, he'll get bored and move on.
You don't know that. You don't.
But honestly, how are they gonna stop him? Even if they wanted to. What can they do? She didn't like that guy.
Salvation Army. The ones who kidnapped you. You know this man?
That's what,
What
she
is
meant.
going on?
That's what she meant.
Kimiko!
It's her brother. It's gonna be her brother. Shit. Shit. Well, she's not gonna want to hand her brother over. Yup.
Her brother. That's what she was trying to tell me. Wait. It's her brother.
He doesn't give a fuck. Oh, God. Like the power there. No, is it? It must be like telekinesis.
Kimiko!
Heavy flow day. It's.
What are you doing with this?
This is not how it looks. Okay, it's just a misunderstanding.
Homelander should have charred your ass as soon as he found out that you were fucking Hughie.
Hughie saved your life. We both did.
Yeah. You'd be
Your
dead.
mistake.
Okay, if you just give me a minute, I can explain.
You know, I just want you to think about me when you're getting the skin peeled off your face, bitch.
She literally saved your fucking life.
You're not gonna tell anyone anything.
Who says that I haven't already?
Because then I'd already be dead. You're not gonna do shit.
Why is that?
Because you killed your fucking girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you told Hughie, right? That
admitted
you
it.
killed Popclaw?
You can't.
ゆりかごの赤ん坊が焼かれたのもこんなはずじゃなかった。でも奴らは合ってたよ。
Uh-oh.
シャイニングライトは悪と戦う。声なき連中のために立ち上がる。この国は全世界の敵だ。抵抗しなきゃ一緒に戦おう。
Oh, you're just doing what Homelander wants.
それはいつの話だよ。じゃあ、わかるだろう。
Uh-oh.
you're right. Encore.
Well, cheers, love. At least someone's got some sense around here.
Uh-oh. She's like, fuck you, man.
You come between me and my missus again, I'll fucking kill you.
All right, well, that was episode 2 of season 2 of The Boys. So Butcher is officially back, and seemingly in charge, though with some hesitation from the entire crew to follow him down any sort of pathway, which is good to see. So he's made a deal with the Colonel to bring in the soup terrorist, which would hopefully give them some insight into why Vought killed Raider, because Butcher's argument or his belief is that Raynor got too close to some information about that, and that's why she had to die. I guess, given what she had said right before her head blew up, the information would be that Vought was responsible for the soup terrorists themselves, because Homelander is the one that put the Compound V out there and created them so that he could get what he wanted. So that's probably the information that they're talking about. So the idea is that they give him to the Colonel, they kind of try to hopefully use that to find out this information, and in return, she's gonna find out where Vought is keeping Becca at whatever this compound is that we saw, so that he can try and rescue her. But I don't know how well that's gonna work out, because even though Kimiko stopped her brother, and now they have him, and it seems like they're using tape on his hands to try and stop his powers. Is that enough to stop his powers? That's interesting. She's not gonna want to just hand him over to some government facility to, be tested on or imprisoned or whatever would happen. Though at the same time, it does seem that he has embraced a lot of the terrorist ideologies without, of course, realizing that he's actually doing the bidding of Homelander, who it sounds like is the one that killed all those people he wants to avenge in the first place. So, but yeah, so I can't see that just being something that's easily resolved, and obviously, as Butcher's saying at the end there, nothing is gonna stand between him and trying to get his wife out of there. So I foresee further conflict with that going forward. Stormfront is an interesting character. They definitely have shown her as kind of like going against the grain, not listening to the company lines. You know, she's doing her own things online at the same time, saying things like, don't buy these toys, and refusing to stick to the talking points and laughing at the journalists who are saying the talking points. Then trying to tell Annie, you know, don't buy into all this, stand up for yourself. But I find it suspicious. I don't think I would have, maybe, if she hadn't said, like, are you wearing a wire, like, thinking she was gonna report back to Vought. But that left me thinking, why would Vought themselves, why would Mr. Edgar select a superhero who is going to, like, publicly try and basically talk shit about everything that they generally do, all their typical media campaigns and their products that they sell? And why would they do that? Why would they hire such a person? There has to be various reasons for doing so, and maybe one of them is that she's gonna go around and pretend like she's not on board with everything Vought does, and then if there's anyone else in the Seven that actually does not follow the Vought line, maybe she'll report back on them or something like that. So definitely curious about that. Like, she's certainly entertaining. She's an entertaining addition so far. So we see Homelander with his kid trying to be a father, but of course he's not really capable of human relationships and emotions, and he never had a father or parents himself, so he doesn't really have much of a guideline to go off of, and you can already see the problems starting to form when the kid is not, like, displaying powers while they're playing together, doesn't seem to be super excited about the things that Homelander is saying about, oh, we're gods, we can do whatever we want, we shouldn't have to feel this alone, this pain. So you just kind of get the sense that this is gonna end pretty badly, because if the kid doesn't end up being like the perfect little copy of him and adopting, you know, the ideas that he wants and just going along with him doing what he wants him to do, I mean, how is he gonna react? Is he gonna see that as like a huge betrayal? You know, Homelander is extremely narcissistic, so he can't get out of that perspective. It's not like he necessarily empathizes with him. He may have more security than most, because Homelander will probably, like, as a narcissistic individual, he surely sees his child as an extension of him, so he probably wouldn't want to actively harm him, but he's certainly not going to be a good parental figure, which I'm sure comes as no surprise to everyone. But so I'm worried about that going forward. But it was certainly interesting to see him just kind of throw a pity party after the whole dispute with Mr. Edgar in episode 1, and then he immediately goes there and is just staying there and trying to be this father figure. It was certainly interesting to watch. The shit with the Deep continues to spiral in strange ways. So I guess as part of the Scientology conversion program, they've got him like writing in journals and shit, and then they have him taking shrooms, so his gills are talking to him and trying to get him to accept himself. There was some actual insight in there about, you know, violating women's bodies, abusing them because of your own self-hatred and rejection of your own body, and your fear that they will reject your body. So there was some insights in there. It's just the funniest part was that the Scientology lady is like, I don't know if this is gonna work. He doesn't really seem to have anything there for us to work with. So that was hilarious. Let's see what else. It seems like, yeah, so that's the most of what kind of happened here in this episode. Becca, obviously, you know, it's suggesting that she agreed to be there in the first place. There was conditions, but when she's saying like I never have to see Homelander again, but now when she wants to get out of those conditions or leave, they're like, no, sorry, you know, that's not gonna happen. And I understand, you know, she was upset. She was trying to do whatever she could at that moment, but honestly, like, they have a point. What are they gonna do? Homelander knows now. How are they going to stop him from going there? How are they going to keep him out of the kid's life? Like, physically, how are they going to stop him even if they wanted to? So, doesn't seem like something they'll be able to do very easily. And then Annie successfully got the Compound V, so that plan is moving forward. A-Train knows about it. He doesn't necessarily know what she's going to do with it, but I assume that he would be able to deduce it once they actually go through with trying to reveal it. You know, he would be able to figure out who was involved in that. But I'm not sure if he actually would be willing to risk coming forward about that, even if it gets to that extreme, right? Because she's hanging the popclaw thing over his head, and as we can see, he's pretty cowardly about it. But I'm still kind of like, the hell, man? What the fuck? I get that you probably, you know, you still blame Hughie for Popclaw's death, even though it was your own fucking fault. And you probably want to, like, be integrated back into the Seven and just put all these things behind you and whatever. But she saved your life. You're just trying to, like, literally have her killed. And you would be dead if she hadn't saved your life. Like, have a little gratitude, or at least not try to kill her. Something you would think. Some insight, maybe, but I guess not. So, all right. So going forward again, curious to see what's gonna happen in terms of the situation with Kimiko's brother. His powers are pretty cool. It seems to be telekinesis. In the first episode, when they showed the thing with the ship, I wasn't sure if maybe it was like some Magneto moving metal thing, but we also did see him push people, so it must just be telekinesis in general, moving anything with the mind, but he has to use his hands to do it. So it's not like he can just think it and it happens. He has to use his hands. Otherwise they wouldn't be tying them up, it seems. So all right, so we'll see what's gonna happen in the next episode, but I think I'll wrap this video up here. And if you guys have any questions, comments for me, please do feel free to leave them down below. Otherwise, I'll just say thank you very much for joining me. Hopefully I will see you next time. Bye.